Move over YSL, LV and Hermes. Make way for IMGA, Off-White, Zara, Rihanna and Pharrell. Stick around. It's a juicy one. Hi everybody and welcome back. Yes, today I have 7 reasons why luxury is just not relevant anymore. And if you stick around to the end, if you have the patience and the love, then you will get a bonus tip at the very end. Before we do all that, of course, I want to give my shout out of today to Kimberly Lewis. Hi Kimberly. Mwah. Happy December. And my fragrance of today is none other than this beauty. Because it's December, we're coming to Christmas. I said I was feeling a bit red. Hoo-hoo, spicy. So one of my old favorites, Armani Privé Rouge Malachite. Ah, yes, she is sweet and spicy. She's got tuberose in here. Tuberose is something you either love or hate in a fragrance. In this, I absolutely love it. In some other fragrances, I cannot stand tuberose. It's a very white floral kind of a fragrance. It's woody, it's amber, it's got cashmere and it's got ylang ylang. It's got musk. It is just beautiful. It is one of my favorites. As I said, it's spicy, warm, powdery, and I love the tuberose in this fragrance. So get it for yourself. Treat yourself for Christmas. But before we, go on any further about that, let's talk about, 7 reasons that luxury just is not relevant anymore. It is quite scary. It's a changing world we're in. The number one reason that luxury isn't relevant anymore is because, basically the luxury houses, they used to be, the big high fashion houses, they used to be the sole influencers. It went from catwalk to catalogue to shop window. That's the way fashion used to run. And now they are not the sole judges anymore. Oh no, they are not.
A lot has changed.
Because what have we got now? We have social media, and there is fast fashion, and there is street fashion, and there's just so many other avenues with the internet that has been brought forward that no, the houses, the big fashion houses, the haute couture are not the sole judges anymore. They are not the only ones who know what looks good, and they are not the only ones, more importantly, making the decisions. You and I are. We are now starting to decide for ourselves what we like to see. We are calling the shots. So it has changed big time for the luxury fashion houses, and it is very, very difficult for them to stay relevant. So that is a massive, massive reason that they just have to keep researching, rejudging, rejigging, the whole kind of strategy that they have to keep on top of things. Number 2, fashion moves very fast. As you know, everything now moves fast. Business, communication, technology. Obviously, with the internet, everything is moving faster and faster and faster. The likes of Zara, who have 20 collections a year, they have literally a 5-week cycle, literally from idea to shelf of the items that they imagine in their heads. They imagine all this up. The idea is here, and in 5 weeks it's on your shelf and you can buy it. So who wants to wait around 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years for an item to come around? There used to be 2 collections a year. Now there are 20. So life is moving faster and faster and faster, and it's very, very difficult for the big fashion houses to keep up. Number 3, social media, as we have already touched on. Massive, massive influence on our decisions, on our choices, and on how, where and when we shop. So again, keeping up, changing with the times. Younger people now are more into storytelling than they are about the, older type of advertising and marketing that was put in front of us. They like the storytelling of brands like Off-White. They have millions of followers on Instagram, as do IMGA. They also have millions of followers, and Zara. So they love this storytelling, and therefore, they are winning this race game. Number 4, fast fashion price. Yes, at the end of the day, everything comes down to price. How much things cost. People are not willing to pay the money anymore, particularly when the turnaround is so fast. That's in, that's out. You can wear it for 5 weeks. You can wear it for 6 weeks. So what if it goes out of shape? You can't tell the quality of anything on Instagram anyway. It just looks pretty. You can edit it, you can filter it. So people can cheat, basically. Yes, they can. They can cheat.
Does everyone cheat? Is that just something everyone does?
It's like a reward.
So it is very desirable also because they're seeing it on Instagram. That makes it desirable, and they don't need that it costs thousands and thousands. Number 5 is celebrity brands. So basically you have the likes of Beyonce, Pharrell Williams, Kanye West, Drake, to Gwyneth Paltrow, all of these people that are bringing out different fashion lines. You have Rihanna with Fenty Beauty, and the younger generation that are on Instagram and social media look up to these people. They are desirable. Their clothes are quality. They may not be as of high quality as Hermes, Louis Vuitton, all the rest, but we know they've had quality issues as well, particularly Chanel. So they kind of look, well, for the price that they are selling these items for, the quality is there, the price is good. I really like those kind of celebrities. They speak to me more than these high fashion brands, so I choose to buy from them. That is the way the younger generation is thinking. That is how they are shopping, and they don't really care as much about craftsmanship. They just care about results, really, how it looks and what it is going to do for them. Number 6, high fashion has gotten into bed. Be careful who you get into bed with.
At your highest moment, be careful. That's when the devil comes for you.
Everyone, and I mean everyone.
High fashion has got into bed with fast fashion. We all know that it's very, very difficult for the luxe fashion houses to keep up with the pace of the fast fashion houses because their turnaround is so quick, their marketing strategy is different. They were undercut on prices and they had to address this. How were they going to address this? They were kind of going, you know, there was a race for new designs, so they decided, right, I know what we're going to do. We're going to cross over. So there's a crossover in brands, and they decided to get into bed with, now it started about 10-15 years ago with Karl Lagerfeld and H&M. They did a collaboration, and as we all know today, we have Gucci and Balenciaga, we have Balenciaga and Adidas, we have Prada and Adidas. So now what's happening, and there is a little bit of a downfall, there's a contamination of brands, and brands are becoming more diluted. People don't know which is the high luxe brand, which is just the fast fashion brand. That can be a dangerous thing to do, but that is how the higher luxury houses have been dealing with this problem at the moment. Now, and the last point, number 7, and stick around for your little bonus point, is that the tastes of our younger buyers are being framed and formed at a much younger age. So again, Instagram, social media, YouTube, all of this kind of stuff. The younger generation, their ideas, their tastes are being formed at a much, much younger age, and brands like Off-White, again, IMG, Zara, are really appealing to these young kind of millennial and Gen Zers. They couldn't really care less about the heritage brands as much. They care more about the brand message, and that is what these other, you know, the Off-Whites, etc., are doing very, very well. These younger people also, they care about, they're wise, you know, they care about design, they care about customer service. They're not as much into the heritage, and also they are wise in that they're looking for cheaper, and they don't want to pay for your marketing, thank you very much, or your expensive retail outlet, or your expensive strategies, or your prestige. They just want to look good, do the job, and that has changed the whole kind of stratosphere unbelievably. Now, the bonus tip, if you stuck around this long, is that yes, we are living in an ever-changing world, and the pandemic has changed our lives probably forever. With that technology, social media, that basically if people are now, like the way we work and the way we live, even we don't carry cash as much, that's, you know, going to change kind of our handbag style and our handbag choices, to the point people working at home. I'm sorry, who needs a Chanel bag and a Boss suit sitting at home in their office? Most of us are dressed from here up, on the bottom, have a pair of socks on.
You know, I've waited years to hear somebody say that.
So that has changed significantly how we make our shopping decisions. Is it a case of, you know, the higher, again, lux houses are obsolete or going obsolete? No, that's not the case at all. The case is that they have to stay relevant, and Burberry are doing a good job of that. Louis Vuitton are doing good. So you have to constantly change up, adapt with the times. Hermes is a heritage, and I think they're out on their own because they're so exclusive, timeless, elegant. But a lot of the other houses are not going to survive unless they keep up, unless they stay relevant, because these young'uns, They knows what they're at because social media has taught them everything.
Yes!
So I'd love to hear your opinion down below of what you think. Is it going out of fashion? Is looks relevant anymore? Is it relevant to you? What do you think? Let me know down below. I hope you have a fabulous day, and until next time, thank you so much for being here. Be kind, be safe, and be compassionate. Love you lots. Mwah!